Okay, that works.
Yeah.
That means we're ready to go. Hello, everybody. My name is Ursula Johnson. This is for Communications 101, and I'm doing an informative speech on Montel Williams. I have in my audience Sabrina, Megan, Shanna, and Monica. Turn to yourself. Hello. Okay. Well, at first I thought I was going to do an informative speech about Dave Ramsey, and I changed it a few times because I realized that an informative speech is to inform. So I wanted to really pick somebody that inspires me, that makes a difference and a change in my life, so I chose Montel Williams, and the reason why is because he suffers from multiple sclerosis. A little background information, Montel Williams, he has had a talk show for over 17 years that has been canceled now. I did get that information off of Wiki.com, and it was very successful. Before that, he was in the Navy for over 22 years. I couldn't find much on his childhood, but that's okay because fast forward, he has been battling multiple sclerosis for over 10 years, and he right now is an advocate for multiple sclerosis. He publishes books, he has charities. He's also trying to get medicine where it's affordable, because with multiple sclerosis, the average medicine that everyone uses, which is Copaxone, runs at $3,000 right now. So for a majority of people, that's unrealistic. When he realized this, he wanted to fight for everyone's rights to be able to get their medicine, and that's when he started to speak about it. So we know he's a talk show host, we know that he's a vet, and we also know that he is a survivor of multiple sclerosis. The reason he says he's a survivor is because he's still mobile right now. He's able to walk, he's able to exercise, he lives a healthy life, he eats healthy, but he's on daily injections. When dealing with multiple sclerosis, we have 5 medicines which are referred to as CRABs. Funny word, I know. But you have Copaxone, we have Avonex, we've got the beta-interferon, Stalamedrol, and there's another one that is not introduced to us because it wouldn't be affordable anyway. So the doctors don't discuss it with you because it's not an option. Not being an option is because most insurance companies won't cover it because of the price and the fact that there are other medicines out there that we can take. So I really respect Montel Williams for coming out, because a lot of people won't speak about multiple sclerosis because it's not a killing thing like AIDS, or, you know, a lot of people don't feel like it's a big deal. But then you see somebody in a wheelchair and you ask them what's wrong, they'll tell you, oh, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And another thing is with him being African American, that really, really touches me, because as an African American, as I explained in a previous speech before, we don't get the health care or the diagnosis that we need because it's overlooked as though we don't even have that. Montel Williams, I did notice when I went to his site, also on Wiki, that he has published a book called Moving Mountains, and he talks about his struggle, about falling on the ground, not being able to move, how you have to keep your heat at a certain temperature. We can't take hot showers because we're not supposed to. It's something where the heat affects our spinal, and it sends a message. Like if the phone rings and the cord comes out, it leaves a signal. That's about how multiple sclerosis works. So he actually introduced me to a lot of things, and he almost even actually thought about killing himself because of multiple sclerosis, because he didn't know what was wrong with him for the longest. A lot of people thought, like he was just making excuses to not want to do certain things, or not wanting to go on, or being very emotional. I did learn from his website, he was married 3 times. So he actually met 2 of his wives off of his show, one being a stripper. And so he hasn't had some successful relationships, and I think that in part for the work he does, that this can explain sometimes too, when you're going through a certain battle, you need someone to share that battle with you. And he did say that he's responsible, quote, off his web, that I ruined most of my relationships because I would not open up about why I could not have sex. And a lot of times people don't know with multiple sclerosis is that you cannot have sex because you lose that. As a man, you lose where you're able to even get an erection because of so many medicines in your body and everything. You start to lose sensation. So that's not one thing that you want to do. And his last wife actually thought he was cheating on her, and he was not. And actually, I would probably be one of those people that say, it's an excuse, you don't want to touch me. But now that I go through it with my fiance, I have to stop and I have to explain to him, this is an effect of this medicine, and I can't do certain things. So just hearing his, his battle, and knowing actually out of 10 years, he was born in 1956, if I didn't tell you, that he's still fighting, and that still makes you want to fight and survive and go forward with your life. Like I said, you've been successful. Talk show, books, advocate for vets also now. He's got a poker tournament coming on from NBC. So assortment.com provided this information. Like I said, I got a lot of information off his website. It was nice to know that, you just didn't let life stop you. And I do believe that he'll continue a good fight. And like he said, multiple sclerosis is not battling him. He's battling multiple sclerosis. So I hope I was able to just inform you a little bit about what his battle is. Like I said, I'm not telling you this to just inform you the person he is, but I wanted to inform of what he's battling because we share the same struggle. And of course, I want to thank you guys for your time. Of course, I appreciate it all the time, working 7 days a week, and you have to be my audience. I thank you for just taking time out with me and allowing me to give you a little information on this. Thank you very much.
Very good.
You guys are the best.
That was good.